ourselves.
Good evening. Tonight we are joined from Birmingham by Northern Souvenirs. So thank you so much for coming along.
Having us, thank you.
What a pleasure.
Now, it was back in July that you first took over our Instagram account and did a live session for us.
Yeah.
But you've been pretty busy since then, despite all the lockdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, we've definitely kept ourselves busy. Yeah.
We're not good at kind of relaxing. Like, that is not something that we are naturally, you know, we're one of those people that watch an episode of something and then we're like, okay, we feel really guilty. What can we do next?
We always have to keep ourselves busy. So, and it's you know, in all of this kind of craziness, it's being busy with music has kind of kept our mental health as you know, positive as possible. So it's been good. Yeah.
So we released My Page in.
Yeah, we released our first single
May
last year.
It's such a blur, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think I want to say the second single was just coming out, or it just come out when you last joined us.
Yeah.
And then so we had the two singles last year, and then in January this year we released the EP, which is 4 tracks, and we've really enjoyed releasing it.
We had a bit of a premonition. I think it was in December, and we were like, is anything going to be happening, Jan? Would that be a good time to release the EP? Don't know. But actually, it worked out really well, and we were furloughed. Thankfully, we're so lucky to have been, you know, I know a lot of people aren't financially supported, so we're very fortunate that we were in that way.
Definitely.
And we could just kind of pour all our energy into, I mean, Mr. Promo over here, like, we get sick of our emails. But yeah, it was nice to do that. And then we did like a kind of live EP launch from the sofa at the end of January when we released. And yeah, it's been the
good,
ride.
yeah, because we've been sat on the songs for a couple of years and waiting for the right time to release it. And obviously there is no such thing as a right time, so we just kind of went, you know what, let's go for it. There's no better time than the present. So yeah.
Does it feel like a bit of a weight off your shoulders though, knowing that it's out?
Yeah. Definitely, hugely, because we're both such perfectionists, but in different ways. So like, for example, I'm gonna throw him under the bus. Like, Alex is the font man. Like, he's got such a good eye for like how things look visually, and I'm just like, oh, you can do that. I just don't care. I don't have that kind of brain. Whereas when it comes to like maybe putting a song together or warming up, like, I know I'm a bit of a Nazi when it comes to like vocal warm-ups and that kind of thing. Like, we have different areas that we.
And I think with songwriting especially, Lisa's really good at going, right, let's get loads of lyrics down, let's give this a go and see what happens with it and roll with it and be really organic with it. And then I'm very kind of meticulous and wanting everything to be kind of right, and so we kind of complement each other in that. So I think we'd have played about with the EP for months, years. So we just felt, you know what, we just need to get it out there, and it you know, to have it out there for people to hear, you know, because that's what it's all about. You know, there's obviously the love of making the music is the first part of it, but then if you're playing around with it for too long, you know, people don't get the chance to hear it, and that's ultimately what you want to be able to do. So we're really happy that it's out, and we've carried on writing since through lockdown. So we're getting bits together for the next EP or an album potentially. So yeah.
So was there part of you that's kind of tempted to hold off the release for like another month or two until things got closer?
I definitely was.
We had such a great group of musicians who played on the EP. Amazing musicians, Chris, Ed, Billy, Emily, who played the violin, North, who was our producer. They were such an amazing group of musicians and artists, and we really wanted to, when we released the EP, to have a live launch event where they all played all played through all the tracks with a full band.
In the same room.
In the same room live, which, I mean, what is that anymore? But we were kind of, I think we'd have probably, if we'd seen the way the world was going to go in the last year, we'd have probably released the whole EP last summer.
Maybe.
Because it's quite a summer. A lot of the tunes are quite.
Yeah,
they're quite summer tunes. But we held off hoping that we'd get a chance this year to release it and have a proper launch with the live launch with the full band. But we got to the point where we thought, you know what, we just want to get it out there, and hopefully further down the line, hopefully later this year, maybe we'll get the chance to do that release with the band.
Yeah.
But that was the main reason we wanted to hold off, I think. But the way things have gone the way they've gone, and you've just got to make the best out of the situation, haven't you? And it's actually worked out to be, I think, a great time to release music. People are maybe at home, they're on their computers already. I think it's a great time. I would say
people have, like, in general, some people haven't. Some people are still working, and everything's very fast paced still. But I think everyone's sort of slowed down. And I think everyone in that time is looking for kind of creative things to either listen to or watch or, get involved with. And I think, it was a nice time in terms of releasing new music. People maybe have more time to kind of, spend the time to listen. And I think I've noticed, I feel like more people are looking for new artists, new unsigned artists of music. And yeah,
definitely.
Okay, would you like to start off with playing your first song, Stephen? I know you've got a few songs planned for us.
Yeah. Well, we thought we'd start off with Niagara Falls, which was the single that we released about the time we chatted to you last time. And it's kind of the lead single from the EP, isn't it? So this was called Niagara Falls.
I must get my egg shaker.
Don't forget the egg shaker. I'm not a flashy guy, can't wine and dine, grab a beer and a booger if you like.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Don't have any ceilings, you can hide the pain, get in by with my uncle's guitar. I'm not fancy, but things don't impress me. It's the world and its sights I want to see. We don't need expensive things, memories are free. If my love were with you, I'd be Niagara Falls. Always been a worry about money, about what about the future. But darling, you changed the way I see. You changed me. I can never be wealthy. I can never be richer than when I see the world holding your hand. Oh, I'm not fancy, but things don't impress me. We don't need expensive things, memories are free. If my love were with you, I'd be Niagara ever a view at the Niagara falling for you.
Let's sing a song all about travelling when
When
we
we
can't
can't.
go anywhere.
Not the best time to think about holidays, is it?
No.
Now, when you release a debut EP, how do you decide the name of it?
Oh,
We were walking around Ravenscourt Park.
where we were in London, where we were living. Yeah.
We were locked down in London for that one, and we literally were doing loops of Ravenscourt Park. And honestly, we got to the point where we were kind of going a bit crazy anyway. Kind of being, it was that point where, you know, you could only go out for an hour a day, you know, like one exercise a day, and we were throwing out names, weren't we?
Yeah.
And we didn't realise, but we liked the obviously N, so you know, Northern, the N, and then the S of souvenirs, and then the N of next and the S of stop. Anyway, oh, God. And we didn't realise at the time. We were like, oh, that's got quite a nice symmetry to it, and all the songs are about travel, and you will explain it better.
Absolutely. No, you're right. Yeah, all the songs are kind of about. They're about travel. They're about making memories with people. They're about seeing new places and meeting people, and that kind of.
There's a sense of like moving on.
Yeah, absolutely. But always finding your way back home, or always finding your way back to, you know, the person you love, or the person that you feel is home to you. And also, it was kind of a point. You know, like we said, we recorded it a couple of years ago, 2019, and it felt like we were ready to put it out there and for people to hear it, and ready to kind of move on in terms of what we were writing next. And it was very much, the songs were inspired about a period of our lives.
Yeah, it's like a little chapter, wasn't it?
The first chapter,
our time
definitely.
in London and getting together. And
it's ready kind of for the next stop. So yeah, it kind of all fell into place after a lot of deliberation.
A lot of walking around that park.
But we thought it was kind of quite a fitting title for it. Yeah.
So, with 4 songs on it, are you allowed to have a favourite?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Go on. What's yours?
Okay, I have a favourite to listen to, like the favourite track that kind of, when obviously you're working with a producer, trying to get what's in your head out of your head into their head, and then onto the single. I love Regent Street because I love what our producer did with it. I think it is really
North
nice.
did a great job.
I really like singing Clocking Up Miles though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, live.
Yeah. Which we're going to play later.
So don't go anywhere.
Spoiler. I love Regent Street as well. Regent Street is the opening track of the EP, and that's very much about when we first met, and Lancaster, which was the town we met in, where we both went to uni. That one's really nostalgic for us, I feel. But I really love this one. I love Niagara Falls, and I think the whole band production on the track in the EP it's just got a really nice summer vibe. I mean, Lisa talks about trying to get into your head across to your producer and the musicians, you know, what you hear in your head.
That you want.
And that was absolutely what happened with that track. We walked in, we laid down our vocals and the acoustic guitar, and North, our producer, brought in the team of amazing musicians who play on the EP. And they just played how we had heard it in our heads before
first
we
time, rough, like nothing was recording, you know, it's just like, what do you think of this? And
it was a really amazing feeling to hear how you'd heard it
out loud.
The musicians playing it. So that one, I love playing that one, and I love the build that's in that one. But Regent Street also is. There you go.
He's sentimental.
We've covered about all of them there. So do we have a favourite? Probably not. Is the answer.
So, have you actually been able to play songs live in person yet? Were you able to get out last summer or not?
Did we get out last summer?
We didn't.
We went to a live gig.
We got to a live gig in Cambridge, which is brilliant.
At the Lucky Pig, it was very cute in the garden. Lovely. Oh gosh,
really
it was like a jazz band. It was really cool. But no, we haven't played
been
a
able
gig
to play
since Feb last year.
Yeah, we've been really lucky to be able to be invited to play on platforms like yours, and we're really grateful for that, because it's really kept us in touch with other musicians and platforms and people who want to hear music, and kept our foot in the door in terms of keeping us moving and keeping us playing, because it's an art form and it's creativity, but it is also it's a muscle that you've got to keep moving.
It's so different. You can rehearse as much as you like, but it's doing the shows is like a totally then it's like totally different feeling. And I'm so scared of our first live.
It's going to be a strange feeling. I think the adrenaline rush of having an audience is going to kind of, I don't know what's going to come out of our mouths, but
Are you always going to need to have a computer screen in front of you just to make it feel like you're still doing me on that?
Familiarity. Have a tripod. I'm just going to set the tripod up, guys. Just ignore it.
It is weird. It is weird because it has become the norm, hasn't it? Like, you know, like tonight, going right. Okay, we're playing live, or as close to live as is possible. We've got to set up the tripod, get the connection right, make sure the Wi-Fi is working. You know, like whereas with a gig, you kind of have the luxury. Obviously, there's all the tech stuff, but you kind of have the luxury of turning up and just going for it. So yeah, it's been a completely different dynamic in terms of So it is going to be an odd gear change.
It's going to be weird carrying your guitar case.
Yeah, I'm going to have to carry things places. That's going to be weird.
Like carrying like mic stands again. And you'll be like, oh no, these stay in my living room.
No, you can just pick those up. That's weird. Yeah, that is going to be strange.
But great.
We can't wait. Yeah.
But do you think the parents would be glad to kind of get rid of you once you can get out on the road and get the stuff out of the living room?
I think so. I think the first few days was a bit of a novelty, and then I think.
Yeah, they were expecting us for the full 3 months, but they've been great. They're really supportive, and we're in the conservatory right now. We've like drawn the curtains to try and dampen the sound. But I don't know if they're watching right now live, but we love you.
All right, I think it's time for another song. What are you going to play for us?
All right.
So, speaking of going out places and being live and with people, we've been working on a few mashups. We've been doing like Mashup Mondays in March. So this is a little sneak peek of what we're going to put out there next Monday when we release our final one. So I'm not even going to say what it is. I think we should just do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a tease. Yes, I want to dance.
Now, I'm glad you brought up the Mashup Monday, so that's what I was actually going to ask you next. So,
cool.
Who gets to choose the song?
Oh, we've been doing a really fun experiment, which is going through Lisa's old CD collection in the family home. which consists of everything from like Britney to Steps,
Eminem, Jamelia, Smash Mouth,
Good Charlotte.
Yeah,
it's so eclectic.
It's such a mix.
And so of that 90s, noughties era. So we just kind of thought because we do, when we play in live gigs, we do love throwing in some mashups.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun. It's a fun kind of creative kind of exercise to kind of be like, what can we, what does that go well with? And then you had the idea to go, right, well, let's give ourselves a challenge in March. We'll try and
like all the M's, Mashup Monday in March. It's a sign. We need to do that.
So we kind of went through your CD collection, didn't we, and dug out what was kicking about and thought how what songs shouldn't go together, but maybe could.
And there's that fun thing of either the themes are similar or the chord structure is similar, and kind of how you make them mash
definitely,
without it sounding like a car crash. There have been a lot of
there's been a lot of ones that didn't make the cut. But it's been really fun. We enjoyed it.
And has it been nice having kind of some slightly upper tempo songs mixed in there as well, then, to mix it up?
Definitely, it's nice because when we gig, we obviously we're a country duo, and we love country music, and we love writing country music, and we love the genre of country music. But in a lot of the gigs we play, we do love throwing in a lot of pop tunes and R&B and rock and whatever, and it's nice to add a bit of a country spin,
like a country groove
onto something a bit kind of upbeat and dancey, and so it is cool. It has been fun. It's been a fun kind of change of change of pace.
Right, I think we've got time for one more song.
All right.
What are you going to play us out with?
Yes, go for it.
We are going to play ourselves out with Clocking Up Miles, which is the final track on our EP. It's all about kind of discovering and finding what your sense of home is, whether that's a person, a place, a memory, something nostalgic. But whatever path you go on, wherever you're traveling, you'll always have that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That sense of home. Got my train tickets in my pocket, then loose change, 'cause I travel more miles than I earn. Crumpled orange tickets, they ground me. Stations calling out my name till I return.
Penning songs on the backs of papers, thinking of the good times that we've had. Watching the rain dance along the window, wondering when we'll be back again. We're clocking up miles, and all the while grateful to have so many roads
that'll lead us home.
And my friends on my journeys that had so I'll chat with any soul along my way, sharing red wine out of beers and laughing with strangers. Goodbye is the price you pay.
And in the meantime, I'm
telling songs on the backs of paper, thinking on the good times that we've had. Watching the rain dance along the window, wondering when we'll be back again.
good times that we've had, and laughing with strangers, watching the rain dance along the wind, wondering when we'll be back again. Oh, we're cracking up piles and all the way, grateful to have some men here that'll lead us home. Oh, that'll lead us home. That'll lead us home.
Thank you very much. That was a great end to the session.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you for having
thank you.
us.
No, thanks for joining us, and thanks for taking over our Instagram today as well. It's been great to see
Very
what you've been
welcome.
getting up to.
We've had loads of fun. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we'll sign off there.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.